The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parx Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. Danny Gibson here with Dick Girardi, and we're up on the 3rd floor studio here at Parx Racing, and it was an incredible week of racing. Here at Parx, we had some stakes action, and our Parx horses won stakes up at Aqueduct, Penn National, and we got to see some of our very best local horses taking center stage, and of course the $200,000 Pennsylvania Bred Nursery Stakes, which we saw famed Smarty Jones win and Hard Spun.
Yeah, we had some really good horses win this race. Obviously, Smarty Jones won the Derby the next year, 03 to 04, and then Hard Spun ran a great second to Street Sense. So yeah, we've had some real, not horses, just Pennsylvania horses, but horses became national stars.
Big race for sure. Well, let's talk about it. It was last Monday here at Parx, last Tuesday, sorry about that. It was the PA Bred Nursery Stakes. They go 7 furlongs, $200,000. It's a big purse. And of course, our favorite is Gordian Knot for Lupe Preciado. Owner Joe Basie bred this horse as well.
Yeah, this horse is 3 for 3, Danny. We saw him on PA Derby Day, really impressive. And then he went up to Presque Isle. So he's trying to win 3 stakes at 3 different racetracks, and that's all we have in this state. So Gordian Knot off to a great start to his career.
Well, really loaded field here, and our second choice is the undefeated 90% Maddie.
Yeah, 90% Maddie. I love all these 90% Maddies and Brins, and I don't know what is all that about.
I do know what it's about.
LC Racing and Glenn Bennett. What is that about?
It's named for Glenn's trusty assistant, and his kids are always 90% in this or 90% that.
Yeah, there we
so
go.
they took it off, and that's where the name came from.
LC Racing, Glenn Bennett, Butch Reed, they are having a year.
They certainly are. Well, here is the call of the Pennsylvania Bred Nursery Stakes.
On the front end, all eyes on you, winning time, those two slugging it out. But here comes the undefeated Gordian Knot as they turn for home with a quarter mile to go. We're going to see what he's made of. 90% Maddie making a big run in between horses as well, but as they strike the front end, winning time. Here comes 90% Maddie, Gordian Knot, the undefeated colt on the outside, winning time, 90% Maddie. Here comes Gordian Knot trying to grind out the win here, but winning time, holding him at bay. Winning time, Gordian Knot on the outside, a big run from Vison. Winning time, Vison is flying. Winning time, Vison up for second.
Winning time gets the win from the outside post with jockey Sylvester Gonzalez. This is a homebred for trainer Kate DeMasi. She stands the sire to Windchill here in Pennsylvania, and she's had the mare, she's had the whole family.
Yeah,
really.
this is such a cool story, Danny, in so many ways. Our good friend Trish Bowman was around Windchill. She was very excited when this son of Windchill won the PA Nursery, and this is 2 for 2, and could not have been more impressive in both the starts. And major ownership with Pewter, and isn't there somebody else involved with this?
Yep.
What's that story? With
We
the
have
winner
the
racehorse?
1%. I want to win a racehorse. Andrew Adamski, he got to be there for the win as well. And of course, the jubilant Kate DeMasi. Here's more with our winning trainer. Big win for you for your homebred winning time. Tell us about the whole breeding operation.
Well, the stallion stands in Felton, PA, and you know, they've done a wonderful job for us there. You know, Boggs, he takes care of the stallion. We've got a great vet there, and it just things have worked out. So I'm just thrilled that, you know, the stallion's finally getting the, you know, the attention he deserves, because this horse ran to his billing. So.
What does it feel like when you've really had the whole family in your barn and have trained the whole family, and now you have a really nice precocious son?
I tell you, it's a little emotional because, you know, the mom, the grandmom, I mean, they were all horses I had, and you know, and then to have the stallion, you know, it is like a total family affair. And you know, my groom Sean, he's taking care of the mom and the sire, so it's a really, talk about a family affair for sure.
I seen there was probably like 2 or 3 speed horses that are, you know, going to try to duel for the lead, and we got the best posts, outside posts, and if he breaks sharp, I'm going to be right there with him, and we can get a little breather down the backside if we have to. But today he was sharp, showed a lot of guts today, and we'll run with some nice horses today, and he showed that he can hang.
And our Pennsylvania bred program is really one of the best in the country. A big account of Brian Sanfratello, our executive secretary. We did get to catch up with him about these amazing PA bred races.
It's been a fantastic year for us. We're going to pay out approximately $28 million this year in stakes, restricted races and breeder awards and owner bonuses. We couldn't have asked for a better finish. We had Caravel win the Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, and she ran against boys because there's only one category there. She was the only PA bred to win a Breeders' Cup race out of the 14. All the other ones were won by Kentucky breds and European bred horses. So it was a great year. We have 2023 coming up with the 2023 PA sired PA bred series, which is going to be over $1 million in purses. So it's been a great year this year, and we look forward to next year.
Well, let's get into the fillies because it was the Future Stars handicap. This is for our 2-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs, $75,000 is the purse, and our favorite is for Butch Reed on the outside, Girl Trouble.
Here they are again, Swilken Stable, LC Racing, Butch Reed, and this filly could not have been any more impressive in that optional claiming win here on the 1st of November.
And he also has second choice, Mendelian by Mendelssohn, post 6.
And of course he does. He owns the 2-year-old racing, Butch and Glenn and Chuck, and this is a Glenn and Chuck production here. It's just, he's the man with the 2-year-olds at this racetrack.
Here's the call of our Future Stars handicap for our fillies.
Beautiful Carla, Girl Trouble, those two on the front end. Creative Copy biding her time in third. Bloom in a good position on the outside, and some run on the outside from It Is. Can't Complain, making up some ground, waiting on a move from the closers here. That is Gold Medal Anna and Mendelian in the back of the pack. The half goes in 47-1, quarter mile to go, and they turn for home in Girl Trouble. Girl Trouble has more. Girl Trouble kicks clear under Paco Lopez. Girl Trouble drawing away smartly, being chased by Bloom. Beautiful Carla, they are not going to get to Girl Trouble here. Girl Trouble having no trouble as she dances home to take the Future Stars.
Girl Trouble was super impressive. When Paco set her down coming for home, she put those ears forward and she really came with an impressive run. A nice win for owner Swilken Stable, Tom McGrath, who owned Vequist, and LC Racing, Glenn Bennett.
Yeah, this will not be the last race this filly wins. That was super impressive. This is a pretty decent field, and she just crushed them. Got a big number last time, and I know this is going to be a big number again. And stop me if you've heard this before, but Butch Reed and 2-year-olds at Parks.
I talked to one of his assistant trainers, Amanda, and she said Girl Trouble just always showed a lot. She's really game, and she likes to look at herself on the big screen when she's in the post parade. How about that?
She could have looked at herself on the big screen on the stretch in this race, win by 6.
Here's more with our winning trainer, Butch Reed. Butch, you've had such an incredible run with these stakes, and Girl Trouble did not disappoint in the Future Stars handicap. Let's talk about her.
No, she's come a long way in her last couple of starts. You know, we thought she was an exciting filly to begin with early in the year, and she's really maturing nicely. And Paco's just done a sensational job with the last couple starts.
Well, we're going to go to our first break. When we come back, lots more stakes to catch up from Parks from the week before. Stick around.
As they turn for home, it looks like Remain Anonymous is going to have to do a little bit more.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now, and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action. Welcome back to Let's Go Racing, and we had lots of stakes from Parks, and let's talk about that $75,000 Let's Give Thanks that was ran last week. This is going 6.5 furlongs, so these are for our sprinters. Our favorite is the number 1, Baron, for trainer Butch Reed, who we've been talking a lot about today.
Again, yeah, going for 10th lifetime win. Of course, Baron was our 3-year-old champ from last year, and certainly in play for another award this year. Barron is closing on 700,000 in his career. And yeah, these races were the day before Thanksgiving. We're going to get to some races that were over the weekend, and then of course we concluded it with the Tuesday. It's been some week here at Parks.
It really has. Barron has one of the best forelocks in the game as well. And our second choice is Fast Bob, one of my favorites for trainer Michael Moore with Andy Hernandez.
Yeah, Michael Moore is having the year of his career, and this would be a great way to maybe get to the finish line with another win in a race like this.
Here's the call of the Let's Give Thanks Stakes.
Go through an opening quarter of 22-3, and it is Barron with some pressure to his outside from Twisted Ride. Breezy Gust, Repo Rocks, those two in the second flight. And tracking in fifth is Admiral Abe. Admiral Abe right to his outside. No Sense beginning to make a move. And watch the back of the pack as the closers will be coming as they turn for home. Half goes in 45-4 as they kick for home. Barron has to hold off Twisted Ride to the outside. Repo Rocks making a run. Barron, Twisted Ride. Twisted Ride has some momentum. Repo Rocks coming. Twisted Ride, Barron on the inside. Here comes Repo Rocks. Twisted Ride, Barron fighting back gamely. Repo Rocks trying to make a run. Twisted Ride has his neck in front. It is Twisted Ride. Repo Rocks to the outside.
And Repo Rocks flying on the outside gets the win for trainer Jamie Ness. Jockey Andrew Wolfson, really good strong ride from him.
This is a great race, Danny. I mean, Barron unfortunately missed the break, and then Twisted Ride for Mike Morris just chasing the whole way. I mean, did everything but win, but Andrew was kind of sitting back there just waiting to pick it up. And I know you talked to him afterwards, but the timing of that ride was just about perfect.
Absolutely. Here's more with our winning jockey Andrew Wolfson. What were your thoughts when you were swinging for home?
I knew I had the horse, but I knew I was going up against very good riders and very good horses on my inside. And I knew there were some good horses coming from off the pace behind me. So I knew I had the horse underneath me, and I just asked him for everything he had, and he gave it to me.
And it was cool. We obviously got to see Andrew dominate here on the Parks turf and a nice win on the dirt, but he's a really good rider, and he credited it help he got to ride Repo Rocks up in New York.
Yeah, he clearly knew, and it set up right, but you can have it set up right for you and still not get there. He got there.
Oh, he certainly did. Well, let's keep it going. This is for the fillies and mares. It's the $75,000 Cornucopia Stakes, 6.5 furlongs, and our favorite ships in from New York. It is Remain Anonymous with Irad Ortiz for trainer Robert Falcone Jr.
Right, and you're thinking, well, wait a second, what's Irad doing it for $75,000? He was tied for the most stakes wins ever in 1 year, and he was going anywhere to try to break that record.
Oh, he certainly was. And Oksana, the Pennsylvania bred, second choice for Timothy Hills with Paco Lopez.
Just a really cool 4-year-old filly, over $275,000 in earnings now.
Yeah, she's fast. Here's the call of the Cornucopia.
D'Argento, Oksana tucks in second. Bourbon Bombay, Shiro to her outside, a length back to MoMA Tiger, and right to her outside is Remain Anonymous. Remain Anonymous looms as a bold presence, beginning to pick off some horses. She is making her run. Opening quarter goes in 22-3. Frecia D'Argento going to show them the way. To her outside, Shiro bears down. To the inside is Oksana, and Bourbon Bombay in fourth. As they turn for home, it looks like Remain Anonymous is going to have to do a little bit more. She is being asked, and she is not really responding, so it's Frecia D'Argento on the front end. Here comes Shiro, and to her outside, Bourbon Bombay. Those two battle it down to the wire, exchanging some bumps. There is Bourbon Bombay and Shiro. Those two neck and neck down to the wire. Coming up between horses, Oksana. She's not done yet. Oksana fighting back on the inside. Bourbon Bombay, big run on the outside from MoMA Tiger, but it is going to be Bourbon Bombay putting away Oksana.
And Bourbon Bombay gets the win. I couldn't be more proud for my best friend, owner, breeder, and she's very involved with the training with her husband, Ramon Martin. That's Aaron Lubick, and this filly is undefeated, an impressive 4 wins.
Yeah, it's so cool, Danny. I mean, she started her career last November, and it runs not that often, but when she runs, she is ready to run, and this obviously was the first stakes win. And congratulations to Aaron. I know how excited you were in the winner's circle, how excited she was. This is a really neat filly, or mare now, 5-year-old, and they're going to have to decide what's next in 2023, but right now, 4 for 4.
Well, as me and Aaron always say, Bonnie, that's her nickname. She'll tell us what she wants to do.
There you go.
Here's more with the winning owner, Aaron.
I knew she was talented, as I was just saying, but this talented and 4 for 4 is it's a dream come true. To have this horse is a dream come true. Small breeder, big dreams, and here we are.
Couldn't be more proud of my girlfriend for that nice win. Let's keep it going. It's the $75,000 Turkey Trot, kind of a funny name there, going a mile and 70 yards. These are for our route horses, and our favorite is Riding with Biden.
Yeah, we saw him win on Pennsylvania Derby Day. in the Greenwood Cup, going 1.5 miles now, back to a shorter distance, but Glenn Bennett, Cassius King, Butch Reed, where have we heard this before? Riding with Biden, the favorite.
Has a lot of good stakes horses. An Empty Tomb takes second choice. That's Irad Ortiz again, teaming up with Robert Falcon Jr. They came down with a few horses for these stakes races.
You know, when I looked at this horse on paper, this horse was okay. But this horse is getting bet because of Irad. Everybody said, well, what's he doing here? And, well, he was here. He just wasn't doing that much, as it turned out.
Here's the horses in the Turkey Trot.
The opening quarter goes in 24-1 as they coast along the Ben Salem backstretch, and Golden One has the lead. Golden One has some pressure from Tough Tickets. Golden One, Tough Tickets, riding with Biden, stalking the pace in third. Right to his outside is Wait For It, and tucked in on the rail, Empty Tomb, waiting his turn. Right to his outside, number 9, Looking at Roses. 5 lengths back to Matter of Time, and it is No Need to Worry, trailing the field. The half goes in 49-1 with a half mile to go, and it is Tough Tickets who puts his nose in front. Tough Tickets being met with some company from Riding with Biden. Those two are opening up some daylight on the field as they turn for home, coming to the quarter-mile pole, and Riding with Biden takes command. Tough Tickets hanging tough, but Riding with Biden comes off the turn with a lot of horse. Riding with Biden has the lead as they turn for home. Tough Tickets fighting back gamely, but Riding with Biden takes command. Drawing clear here. Riding with Biden at home in the stretch. Riding with Biden trying to open up a liberal margin here. Riding with Biden over Tough Tickets. Tough Tickets fighting back pretty gamely, but it is Riding with Biden.
And Riding with Biden gets the win with jockey Paco Lopez. What a team this has been. Paco riding Butch Reed horses, and Riding with Biden, a really handsome son of Constitution.
So it was kind of just, they couldn't quite figure out what was going on, and they gelded him. And since then, he's just been a completely different horse, and they're finding one good spot after another. Over 400,000 for Riding with Biden.
Yeah, he's something to see on the track too. A beautiful son of Constitution who is by Tappet. We've seen a lot of Tappets do really well in our show so far. We'll keep it going.
Is there a son of Tappet that just ran recently in the Breeders' Cup Classic called Flightline?
And Winning Time is by Winchell, who's by Tappet. So there's something to those Tappets. How much was it fun watching Riding with Biden today?
It was unbelievable. It's been a great ride. We've been very fortunate lately. Butch and Ginny have done a fantastic job. Paco, great race, and life's been real good lately. So,
is the coach a good luck charm?
Coach is always good luck. How could he not be?
You've named a horse after him.
Many horses after him. Most have not been that good, but we're going to find. I'm not giving up.
We're going to head to another break. When we come back, our jockey and trainer of the week, and we're going to head up to Aqueduct. One of our trainers runs big in the Discovery. Stick around.
So it is Eloquist, the leader here, by a half length.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to Western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our jockey and trainer of the week is brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program here at Parks. And congratulations, jockey of the week, Sylvester Gonzalez, because he had a big day here Tuesday.
Yes, he did, and he's one of the best we have.
He is. And congratulations, trainer of the week, Kate DeMasi. A big win for her, and not just because of she trains the horse, because of the whole family affair, the breeding operation. There was a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, and I think I haven't seen the number yet, but depending on how fast that race was, what is Kate thinking for 2023? We'll see. Look, all of us in this sport, you're involved in the ownership part of it. You have big dreams at some point. Whether this horse is the one or not, I don't know. But 2 for 2 is pretty cool.
And let's head to Aqueduct. It's the $150,000 Discovery Stakes. This is for 3-year-olds going 1.125 miles, and our favorite is Barres with Manny Franco.
Yeah, it's solid form. Doesn't run too many bad races. 4 wins, 9 starts. But the horse we're interested in here is 16-1. Eloquist, who's won 3 of 4. And wait a second. Butch Reed, Cash is King, LC Racing. They're up in New York. They're everywhere. Eloquist, look out.
Here's the call, Discovery.
The opening quarter over the muddy and sealed track in 24 seconds. Eloquist at the rail. Right alongside is Barisi. St. Tappet racing in third. Win It is on the far outside. And then comes Naval Aviator racing in fifth, about 3.5 off the lead. It's a break of 4.5 lengths to Affable Monarch and Be Better Trails. Half mile in 48 and 2/5 seconds. So it is Eloquist, the leader here, by a half length. Barisi continues to run in second as the gray Win It now moves up. The field is going around the turn. On the inside, Eloquist. On the outside, it is Barisi. Win It racing in third. Then comes Naval Aviator. St. Tappet back running in fifth. As the field comes for the top of the stretch, 3/4 in 1, 13 and 2. It is Barisi and Eloquist, and they are heads apart for the lead as they head for home now. Barisi on the outside. Eloquist continues to battle on. Eloquist and Barisi, they are right together inside the 8th pole. Eloquist at the rail. Barisi on the outside. They continue to duke it out now with a 16th to the finish. It is Barisi all out. Eloquist at the rail, not giving way. Eloquist and Barisi, and it's a head bob.
And Eloquist with a really game finish there. Beautiful ride with jockey Paco Lopez.
Yeah, as good a race as I saw all year, Danny. That's one you want to replay a whole bunch. And Butch Reed with a big win at 16-1. And Danny, you caught up with Butch Reed again. He's everywhere.
Here he is.
He's really come around. He's made a difference in him. We gave him some time off last winter. We always had high hopes for the horse. We took him to Florida with, eye toward the Triple Crown maybe and those kind of races, but he didn't really pan out. So we ended up castrating him, give him some time off, and it's just made him into a new horse. He's filled out. That was great. Yeah, those two hooked up head and head from the half-mile pole all the way to the wire, and I wasn't sure, still not sure that we won it, but it was lucky enough to get the head bob.
Always fun to talk to Butch about his really nice string of horses. And let's head to Penn National. This is the $200,000 Shamrock Rose. This is for 2-year-old fillies, Pennsylvania bred, and 6 furlongs on the dirt. And our favorite is Late Frost.
Yeah, and this is kind of the sister race to the PA Nursery that's run here. And this horse was really impressive. Late Frost for Michael Matz, most recently at Delaware Park, won by 6.
Michael Matz, Kentucky Derby winning trainer at Barbaro. And our second choice is Flor de Sombra for Lupe Preciado.
Yeah, Lupe has just had a great year, and he and Joe Ambisi have teamed up to have a lot of really good PA breds. This horse is 3 for 4, trying to make it 4 for 5.
Here's the call of the Shamrock Rose.
And Late Frost has it by a half length. Celtic Tiger is second, trying to pick it up then. Midnight Parade, Flor de Sombra with a 4 deep move is moving closer. Go back about 5 lengths then to Linda Loves Gold, followed then by Came to Dance, dropping back then. Tito's Change My Luck. They're into the stretch here, and it is Late Frost on top. Flor de Sombra moving up to challenge, coming to the 8th pole. Midnight Parade is leveled off with her bid. Flor de Sombra now takes over. Late Frost couldn't go with her.
And Flor de Sombra getting the win. Jockey Michael Sanchez riding her with all the confidence after a little bobble at the start.
Yeah, she was really good. Won by almost 5 against a pretty good field. The thing I can't figure out is why did she run like she did on PA Derby Day, but everything else has been great.
Here's more with winning jockey Michael Sanchez.
Oh, she's just great. I think we are lucky to have her. She's so nice and laid back, classy. It makes everybody's job easier.
Did you always know you were going to win when you were in the stretch?
Actually, I think I had a really good feeling by the half when I saw the number 6, which was one of the favorites. He was asking her and she wasn't really moving. I was still in hands. So I was like, man, I got a lot of horse.
And of course, Parks didn't have all the fun. Churchill Downs had some fun too with a grade 1 Clark. It's $750,000. It's a really big race. And of course, our Kentucky Derby winner, Rich Strike, is in this race, but he gets himself in quite a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he just didn't really fire like he certainly did at Churchill back in May. And Proxy, the 1, has been in this race the whole way, Danny. Another son of Tappet. This is 30 grade 1 winners for the great sire Tappet, and Rich Strike just never really fired and ends up finishing last of 6.
Here's more with Eric Reed, Rich Strike's trainer, on his future.
That was the big risk running back in 3 weeks, and You know, sometimes you're the hero, sometimes you're the GOAT.
Root bring him back as a 4-year-old.
Oh, absolutely.
It's time for Ion Racing. Big card up in New York today at Aqueduct.
Yeah, for sure. The Remsen is the one we're going to be most focused on. We've seen Tuskegee Airmen run a couple of times. John Service trains, yes. Chuck and Glenn own, and they obviously have big dreams for 2023.
Yeah, really excited about that. Exciting 2-year-old. And of course, the Grade 1 Cigar Mile, that's always a big race in itself as well.
It is indeed. Great card at Aqueduct tonight.
Well, we're going to head to another break. When we come back, we're going to show you our local race of the week from last Monday, and Dick and I are going to preview an upcoming stakes that'll be at Parks this week. Stick around.
As they turn for home, Castilleja has the lead.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs, and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Go Racing, and let's look at our local race of the week. It was from Monday's 9th race last week. It's a Pennsylvania bred allowance race for our fillies and mares going that 6.5 furlongs. Big purse to $52,000, and of course, we talked about Darling Donna. She made her debut here coming from California. She was a heavy favorite.
Yeah, it looked like a great claim. 32,000 PA bred, owned all the numbers. Our buddy Jeff Matty and his family and Mike Moore train. On paper, she looked like she's got to win the race.
Here's our local race of the week.
Castilleja on the front end, dueling with Hidden Cachet to the outside, Aruma in the white blinkers. Our Uptown Girl in fourth, waiting her turn. As they turn for home, Castilleja has the lead. Here comes Hidden Cachet, Aruma, and swinging to the outside is Our Uptown Girl to make her bid. It is Our Uptown Girl trying to chase Castilleja. Our Uptown Girl up the center of the track, Castilleja down on the rail. Our Uptown Girl on the outside, Castilleja hanging tough.
Castilleja gets the win with jockey Andy Hernandez coming in for King Leatherberry of Ben's Cap fame.
How about King T, the Hall of Famer? It's his first win of the year. Love King T, one of my favorites. Really unfortunate what happened to Darling Donna. I mean, just literally almost fell to her knees at the break. Frankie Pennington came off. It looked really bad for a while. The good news is just a cut, sore, no structural damage. She'll be back, but yeah, they had to be. It just makes you sick, right? You claim a horse for 32, bring him to California, so feel bad for Jeff, but this race will come back, and she's going to win some of these.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything can happen in horse racing, but happy to report horse and rider are both okay. And let's preview a race. We have another stakes race coming up next week. It's Future Stars. This is for a 2-year-old, so could see a big budding star in this, going 6 furlongs, $75,000, and a really nice field of 7. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking, and make sure I can say this right. How great is Nate? Undefeated, 3 for 3. Andrew Simoff, Imaginary Stables, already in the 80s 3 times. Very impressive. But Danny, I know you got a horse you like too.
I do. I like a Daydreaming Boy coming from the outside for Lou Linder. I think Michael Sanchez is going to take advantage of that outside post, coming off a really impressive 7-length victory where he was really ridden out. But another horse, keep an eye on the number 5, Evie's Candy. It's a horse I always liked. However, I wonder if he peaked early. He had some really nice races, and I'm not sure if, you know, he peaked a little early, so I'm going with Daydreaming Boy.
Has Scott Lake won any races before?
Scott Lake knows how to win some races. Well, a great show for us. We love talking about all the park stakes. Hope you enjoyed it. Come join us. We race Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Post time is now early. It's 11:55 a.m. But Dick and I thank you, and we'll see you next week on Let's Go Racing.
And they're off. Skippy Longstocking has early speed. We the people from in between horses. Taba has got the lead now. It's Taba in the center of the racetrack, but Taba is drawing away, and Taba with Mike Smith, they win the Vet Parks, Pennsylvania.